My Fair Lady has been called the perfect musical. Is it? Look, if we define perfect as having a stirring score from note one, great lyrics, well-drawn characters, funny jokes, and several hummable songs that are seamlessly integrated with the plot, then sure, My Fair Lady is perfect. I hate it anyway, for two reasons, and I've made one video about each. In this first video, I'll show that My Fair Lady treats its disturbing content far too casually. Stalking, domestic violence, and human trafficking are neither funny nor charming. In the second video, I'll demonstrate that My Fair Lady does not have a coherent theme. The show doesn't say anything, and it barely seems to want to. Far beyond the bullying, misogyny, and contempt for the poor Eliza faces, the show has, again, this trio of Me Too misery: stalking, domestic violence, and human trafficking. First, stalking. Freddie Eynsford Hill, besotted with Eliza Doolittle, sings a lovely song about being on the street where you live, but he doesn't go away. He admits to Eliza that I spend most of my nights here. It's the only place where I'm happy, and that he's written her letters every day. Incredibly creepy, like restraining order creepy. Next, domestic violence. The show consistently treats the idea of Eliza being beaten with humor, with creaky laugh lines like, if she gives you any trouble, wallop her, and give her a few licks of the strap. That's the way to improve her mind. Eliza, in fact, experiences sexual assault soon after moving in, when she takes her first bath. Staff members start taking her clothes off and she objects. Soon, during a downstairs scene, we hear her cry, "Take your hands off me," by which time she's very likely unclothed. And after Higgins makes a clear move to strike her and she ducks, saying, "Don't you hit me," we hear the words of every abusive husband, "You've caused me to lose my temper." Funny, huh? And finally, human trafficking. Whether Eliza is a prostitute is a running theme of the show, in which Eliza makes it clear, "I'm a good girl, I am." But after she moves in with Professor Higgins, her father laughs and says, "I knew she had a career in front of her as a prostitute," and he does a little dance because, of course, it's a musical comedy. The father then tries to sell his daughter for £5. "What's a £5 note to you and what's Eliza to me?" he asks. And Higgins later says, "She belongs to me. I paid £5 for her." An excellent show can include stalking and domestic violence and human trafficking. But asking the audience to laugh goes too far and is part of why I hate My Fair Lady. In the second video, I complain the show has no theme. Your task: pick a famous movie villain like Nurse Ratched, Hannibal Lecter, The Wicked Witch of the West, or Gaston. Then, in the comments below, contrast your villain with Henry Higgins. Who's more vile and why? Thanks for watching. Check out my Broadway Maven playlist and press the button to subscribe.